Now this mod adds the Ruger MKV pistol to the world of Fallout. This weapon is extremely customizable with new and improved semi-properly ordered crafting bench menus. It has 2 receivers, 8 barrels, 4 grips, 3 iron sights, 10 magazines, 5 muzzle options, 4 rail options, 5 underbarrel attachments, 5 sight attachments, 3 infusers, multiple skins, and even more if you download the skin pack from Gumroad. This gun has so many attachments that if attachments were children, it would have its own television show called Too Many to Name. It would just be this super confused parent interrogating toddlers like they have late-stage dementia. Now, if you want to find this weapon, it can be found throughout the world as well as on dead enemies, as it has been added to the respective level list via a script. If that's too hard for you, you can also craft the Ruger at the chem lab if you got the right supplies. Now, if I had a choice, this weapon would be my spirit animal, okay? That or a puffer fish, because let's face it, puffer fish look like they put out on the first date, don't they? Yeah, fucking sexy. Come on, look at him. Look at that slutty little fish. Look at those lips. I mean, you don't get lips like those. Wait until you're married, do ya? No. Huh? You want to explore it all, feel it all, touch it all, suck it all, don't ya? Naughty little water breather. Look at that slutty little kiss you right on the lips right now, you naughty little fish. There is also a special USMC version of the gun with a unique integrated suppressor barrel that can be found in the admin office of Fort Strong right next to the Covert Operations Manual. The USMC version can be fully customized like any other MKV, but the integrated suppressor barrel is exclusive only to that version. I rate this mod 1 reptile who's super drunk.
A little help, please.
This mod adds a prototype heavy machine gun from before the war. Now this weapon looks like one girthy fucker. It's definitely got the muscle to take out anything you aim it at, that's for sure. I only wish I had one of these weapons in real life so I wouldn't be so frightened of sleeping with the lights out. It's not so much the darkness that frightens me as it is the rapist hiding in my closet. Every time the lights go out, he squirms out of there and then just starts sucking on my elbows. Have you ever had a weirdo suck on your elbows in the darkness? It's not fun. It's scary and upsetting. This weapon is both unique and beautiful. In terms of aesthetics alone, it's one of the nicest mods I've ever seen, with custom meshes, textures, and animations that bring it to life and make it look so real in the world space. The design itself gives off this old worldy vibe and reminds me of something you might see in the BioShock franchise. Now it even has its own custom ammunition that has its own unique appearance. And this ammunition will actually do more damage the further away an enemy is. Now this weapon has a plethora of customization options as well, with multiple magazines, scopes, barrels, and muzzle types to choose from. Now there are multiple fire mode options that you can toggle between, and there's also several different types of cryojet ammunition to choose from, as well as a ton of different sticker options to really make this weapon pop out in the game. Now if you want to get your mittens on this big boy weapon, then you can find one in Fort Strong in a new sub-basement that's been added by this mod. In there you can also find some ammunition, but if you run out you can always craft more of the ammunition at the chem bench under utility. This mod is incredibly fun to use in the game and offers an incredibly unique weapon to Fallout 4. Now everything about this mod makes it a masterpiece and an excellent addition to anyone's game. I rate this mod 1 bird who thought this nest was abandoned.
This is awkward.
I remember the first time I shot a gun like this in real life. I mean, it would have been a lot more fun if the teller at the bank didn't keep screaming, I got kids, please don't, I got kids, blah, 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 f***ing blah. Talk about skill, man. Totally wrong mood for me. This mod adds a brand new MP412 revolver to the Commonwealth. This revolver comes with its own custom high-quality textures and animations. The animations are very unique for a revolver and make me want to squeeze my penis. I love revolvers in Fallout 4, and one thing that really brings a revolver to life in the game is its animation, which this gun has in spades. Now, thanks to this mod, the only revolver animation missing from the game is a single-loaded revolver. This gun is just as unique as a drunk guy who tries to ride a bear. Hi, host Silver away. You sure are a f***ing ugly horse, aren't ya? Get up, horsey, get up! This gun has been added to the level list through scripts, meaning you can find this heavy, gang-friendly revolver throughout the Commonwealth on things that you kill, and also on vendors who are dead or alive, your choice really. Now this weapon isn't very common, so you'll have to do a lot of killing to get your mittens on this precious piece of hardware. This gun is a very unique addition to the game and feels realistic right down to its very core. However, there are some customization options to tickle your creative armpit if you're feeling up to it, including 4 receivers, 2 barrels, 3 sights, and 3 ammo types. Now remember, when you're using this gun, to wear a condom. I don't think it does anything, but it's better to be safe than sorry, right? I rate this mod one guy who's trying way too hard to fit in. You're so funny, Gary. Where do you come up with such solid comedy like the ear flip? Man, original, man. We should hang out sometime, you and me, maybe, and touch our penises together. What do you think of that? This mod adds a Desert Eagle to Fallout 4. This oversized handgun uses .44 ammo by default, but does have conversion options to both .38 and 50 caliber rounds. That's right, I said it. This baby takes 50 caliber rounds. So if you had a problem with anyone in the Commonwealth, consider it sorted. Because one pull of the trigger on this Goliath will send that cleaning lady flying clean across the room. And have little Billy over there in his panties while he cries over his Legos. This handgun looks and sounds amazing in Fallout 4. The meshes and textures really bring it to life in the world with an immersive design that seems like it was part of the game to begin with. The custom sounds remind you of the sheer power of this handgun, with an explosive gunshot so loud that every time you pull the trigger, a legendary Deathclaw farts right in their hand. I'm not sure what that means, but it sure does sound loud. This handgun is so powerful that if someone ever pointed a gun like that at me and told me to do something crazy, I would contort my body in such a way that I would be able to smell my own asshole. And I would proceed to snort my asshole like it was the last line of coke at Lindsay Lohan's birthday party until that sociopath pointed that beast of a weapon away from me. Now that's power, folks, and also a pretty good way to kill a Saturday. Now this weapon comes with a few different customization options so you can really change up the look and function in the game. There are even some custom finishes so you can really make this bad boy look nice and extra fuckable in the game. Now if you want to get your hands on this big floppy penis of a handgun, then you can craft it at the chemistry station. I would highly recommend this handgun to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4 as it's an excellent and super powerful addition to Fallout 4. I rate this mod one photo of Kermit the Frog getting a phone call from Liam Neeson.
I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you.
I think you have the wrong number. This mod adds a new energy weapon to the game with a revolver aesthetic. The textures and meshes are so nice, they make really nice things look like the less nice, you know? You know what I'm saying? It has unique animations and sounds that really separate this weapon from other energy weapons in the game. I'm normally not a fan of energy weapons, but this gun makes me want to start an internet blog called I Like Energy Weapons. This gun is more interesting than a person who abducts aliens. What do we have here? Looks like somebody's lost.
Phone home.
Yeah, about that. I'm gonna stick so many things inside of your bumhole. You're gonna wish you never even heard of Earth, buddy. Now, if you want to place this weapon firmly inside a pocket of your newly ironed and pressed skinny jeans, then you can find it throughout the world as it's been integrated into the game through the leveled list. It starts to spawn on vendors and enemies at level 3 or higher, so you'll be able to get this gun even if your character has the intelligence of a newborn baby. There is also a unique variant of this pistol called Loki, with its own unique effects, that can be bought from Cleo in Good Neighbor. This gun does have some customization options, so you perverts out there can get your rocks off changing up the looks. There are 3 muzzles, 2 grips, 4 receivers, and 2 sights. Not enough to change the gun completely, but enough to make you feel like you have a say in how it looks. This weapon really is amazing. Now, I don't have children, but if I did, I'm sure I would love this gun more than I would love them. I rate this mod one crazy cat that literally thinks it's a couch.
I am a sofa. Relax on me.
This mod adds the AUG A1 assault rifle to Fallout 4. This weapon has custom everything. It has custom animations that just look incredible and give this weapon a real feeling of weight in the game. Now the custom animations add to this rifle's realistic design and make it a version of this rifle that isn't only completely unique, but hard to compete with in terms of presentation in the game. In fact, this weapon is so magnificent looking, it should be at a museum on display in real life. However, if it was on display, that would just be one more museum that has a restraining order against me. Because I would definitely press my against the glass display window during business hours. Maybe even my balls too. Not sure yet. Not sure yet what I'd do there. Now this slutty little number also has custom sounds and a variable modification system. These modifications include multiple receivers, 6 magazines, 7 sights, a suppressor, and 5 materials to choose from. This weapon has also been added to the level list and it will spawn on gunners, traders, and merchants throughout the world. Also, if you're lucky, it can be found in random containers throughout the game world. Now, it will only start spawning once your character reaches level 25 or higher, so you're gonna need to have the training wheels off before you start blowing nuts off with this rifle. Now the meshes and textures make this weapon look extremely realistic. This, in combination with its custom animations and sounds, make this a must-have weapon mod in Fallout 4. I rate this mod that new flavor of Gatorade that's so refreshing it makes you feel like you died of hypothermia. Yeah, it's that refreshing. This mod adds a pump-action hunting shotgun to the game, which is inspired by a famous gun found in Fallout New Vegas. Except this baby has new models, textures, modifications, and animations. Now the animations look f***ing superb and make me want to free my nipples like a libertarian feminist. Put it this way, if these animations were escorts, they'd be the really classy type that costs a lot and lets you do butt stuff. This gun uses vanilla shotgun shells and will show in the game once your character reaches level 8. It fits into the game really well with its realistic design, its spot-on animations, and its lore-friendly stats that make it an immersive addition to Fallout 4. This gun is so practical it stops an awkward conversation before it even starts.
You told me you'd call me, but you never did.
Oh yeah, about that.
Now there are 2 unique versions of the shotgun as well, the Dinner Bell and the Manhunter, which coincidentally is what I named each one of my testicles. Both of these variants can be found throughout the world for those people who like to go search and find things. Now the mod author gives hints, but doesn't spell it out for you. Now his hint for the Dinner Bell is to check out Lynn Woods and find some eggs. And his hint for the Manhunter is to search in the sewers and be a brave detective. And based on those incredibly vague hints, I think it's safe to say no one will ever find these weapons. Unless, of course, you use console commands, which is what I did, and boy did it feel good. Oh my god, it felt so good. This weapon also comes with multiple modifications, so you can really have fun changing up the look and feel. It has a lot of receivers, so many I can't even count. 3 stocks, 3 muzzle attachments, 2 barrels, 2 pumps, 3 sights, and 5 material options, including unique ones. This is one of the best shotguns I have ever used in Fallout 4. From the design to the sounds, this weapon really has it all. I would highly recommend this mod to anyone who likes a gun that they have to pump before they shoot someone. I rate this mod 1 photo of the youngest homeless person I've ever seen. Here's $1 and a bottle of whiskey. Hang in there, little buddy. This mod adds the WATTZ 3000 laser rifle with an all-new lore-friendly design, featuring custom animations, models, and textures that really make this weapon look realistic as tits. This weapon was based off of the famous WATTZ 2000 from Fallout and Fallout 2, and it's the perfect weapon for catching that evil fairy that comes at night and farts in your pillowcase. Ha! I finally got you, you little bastard!
No, you got the wrong guy. That's just a coincidence.
This rifle has a higher damage than the AER-9 laser rifle, but has a slower fire rate, and can be transformed to an automatic or semi-automatic weapon on any workbench with a change to the barrel or receiver. This option can actually make this weapon the strongest energy weapon in the game. Now, if you want to get your mittens on this gun, it will start to appear in the game after you reach level 15 or higher at vendors and on high-tech factions like the Institute, Brotherhood of Steel, and even on some gunners. There's also a few unique variants placed throughout the world, including one that can be found at the WATTZ electronics store itself. It's so immersive. This gnarly looking dirty nipple here has its fair share of customization options that really change up not only its look, but its function in the game. You can change the look of this gun to range from pistol right up to sniper rifle. There are even customization options that make it look like a ballistic assault rifle, which I thought was a really cool touch. Never thought that I would look at a laser rifle that could also be a ballistic assault rifle, but here it is. Bam, there it is, right in your nips. With the addition of multiple paint jobs, no two versions of this weapon will ever look the same. This is an excellent mod that I would recommend to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod one guy who takes Nerf guns a little too serious. Whoa, easy does it there, boss. Your safety's not on. No, it's cool. Just be more cautious next time. That's how we lost our lieutenant. This mod adds a fully functional and customizable RPG to the world of Fallout. For those of you who don't know what RPG stands for, it means rocket-propelled grenade. Simply put, you point and shoot, and whatever's on the other end of this thing dies. RPGs aren't the most accurate type of explosive launcher though, as there's no guidance system generally, and they can veer off course. So just keep that in mind as you might be trying to kill an evil super mutant, and you accidentally shoot a Brahmin right in the titties. Now, the mod author did do an excellent job bringing this weapon to life in Fallout 4, with very realistic meshes and textures. The RPG was invented before the First World War, so for you history buffs out there, this weapon could be considered immersive. However, the RPG-7, which this weapon is based off of, wasn't designed until 1958, so it's a close call. Either way, I think this weapon suits the world perfectly, and is amazing to look at and use in Fallout 4. And boy, oh boy, is this weapon powerful. You remember that old adage, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink? Well, this weapon can force that horse to do whatever the you want it to. You tell that horse to rub a turkey's ball sack, and guess what? That horse rubbed that turkey's ball sack until they're smooth as eggs. Now, this weapon does come with a few different customization options as well, so you can change up its functionality and appearance in the game. It comes with 5 sights, 4 paint finishes, and 5 grenade types, including cluster grenades, high explosive grenades, standard grenades, proximity, and even nuclear grenades. There's even a rocket switch consumable that is added to your inventory that you can use on the fly to switch between the different grenade types as you go, which is very convenient, I think. For me, an explosive enthusiast. Now, if you want to get your hands on this little Grim Reaper of Death, then you can find it on dead raiders, gunners, and even super mutants, as it has been added to the respective level lists. There is also a legendary version in the Great Pyramid of the Glowing Sea that you can go get if you are feeling up to it. As well, just so you know, the ammunition can be crafted at the chemistry station, so if you run out of explosives, you can just make more. Remember though, before you use this powerful weapon, that you're wearing the proper safety equipment. Fresh pair of tidy whities. Check! Safety goggles you found on a dead guy. Check! Nipples hard with anticipation. Check! One unsuspected guinea pig. Please, man, don't do this, man. Just put the rocket down, man. We can talk about this. Check, and check! I rate this mod one photo of the world's biggest lobster.
I am a lobster.
This mod adds the JERICHO 941 to the Commonwealth, which is a very unique looking pistol. The JERICHO looks great in the game with excellent meshes and textures that make it blend in very well to the Fallout 4 environment. This weapon feels very natural in the world of Fallout with an immersive but completely unique design. This weapon feels like it suits the world, but at the same time adds something completely original to it. Now this weapon is known for its astonishing ability to just win an argument. Someone will just start spouting off at the mouth, saying something crazy like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be back here!" And then this gun will just rebut with, "Don't do it! Don't do it, man! No!" And that there is the end of that argument. Now, the JERICHO has been added to certain level lists, so you can find it on gunner bosses or other faction bosses, or you can buy it off Clio. It will start to spawn in the world once your character reaches level 10 or higher. The design for this weapon is what really makes it stand out to me when you use it. Although it can look very plain Jane, it can also be customized to look like a katana had sex with a handgun, and that handgun had a baby and named it JERICHO. Now, there are a ton of customization options for this pistol, including 9 receivers, 3 barrels, 6 magazines, 2 sights, 9 grips, 4 colors, 3 muzzle attachments, and 2 mounts, including a katana bayonet. Now, if you're the type of person that is shanking people with a knife glued to the end of a handgun, then it's clear that therapy really isn't working for you, you know? You need to try other avenues. You're sick, twisted I rate this mod that moment you realize someone else is biting on your favorite stick. Excuse me, do you mind? I'm chewing here. This mod adds 3 new weapons to Fallout 4. It adds the MP40, the MP40 Tactical, and the MP40 Experimental to the game. These weapons all look unique, but the experimental version looks especially unique, with 2 barrels each shooting bullets at the same time. It's basically like having 2 dicks if your dick shot 10mm rounds. Now, I can still remember the first time that I saw this mod. It was a Tuesday, and I had just finished punching a pelican right in the beak for making fun of my golf swing. And I remember thinking to myself, am I on drugs right now? Or is that Melty Penguin over there holding up a picture of a beautiful weapon mod? Turns out, the weapon mod was real. TraphiHunter is a mod author that is known for quality and attention to detail, and these weapons are no exception, as each one looks incredible in Fallout 4. Each one of these weapons has its own unique style, feel, and customization options in the game. The MP40 has 4 receivers, 4 barrels, 4 magazines, 2 muzzle attachments, 3 stocks, 2 magwells, 3 skins, and 5 sight zooms. The MP40 Tactical has 4 receivers, 2 types of rail systems, 5 sights, 2 stocks, 2 magwells, 2 grips, 4 types of magazines, 2 barrels, a laser sight, a bayonet, a flashlight, a suppressor, 2 skins, and 5 sight zooms. And the MP40 Experimental has 2 barrels, 4 receivers, 1 mag, 1 bayonet, 1 foregrip, and 1 grip. These weapons consist of 60 materials, 181 textures, 50 meshes, and 235 custom animations, which basically translates to, I just came all over my keyboard. Now, these weapons will invoke an erection when you see them, they'll make your toes curl when you shoot them, and they'll make you blow your load when you reload them. Now, if you want to acquire any one of these weapons, you can craft them at the Weaponsmith Workbench, or there's possibly one that can be found in Diamond City. Now, just based on looks alone, without incorporating all the other awesomeness, this is still a must-have mod in anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod 1 kid who's terrible at keeping a secret.
Chocolate bar? What chocolate bar? I've never seen I don't even know what a chocolate bar is. I've never seen a chocolate bar in my life. I would never eat a chocolate bar. I don't know what that is.
This mod adds the Tamakuzi 9 to the world of Fallout. This gun is a mix of a Thompson, an Uzi, and a Tech 9. It's literally what scholars might call the perfect child. I don't know about you guys, but I would gladly adopt a child if it looked exactly like this gun. Is that a weird prerequisite for caring for a lost child? Yes. Yes, it most definitely is. But Tamakuzi-shaped children just hold a special place in my left kidney. That's the kidney that I use for caring for Tamakuzi-shaped children. So now you all know. This weapon looks incredible in the game and truly fits the world perfectly, with custom meshes and textures that make it look very realistic, and a style that seems like it was designed in a post-apocalypse with the spare parts from other weapons. This weapon honestly looks homemade, which makes this weapon look and feel incredibly immersive in Fallout 4. However, whoever it was who made this weapon is pretty awesome at making homemade weapons. Honestly, if I had to make my own weapon in the post-apocalypse, the best thing I could come up with would be a bag filled with angry jellyfish. Oh, you want to steal my shit, do ya? Huh? Well, you just wait 1 second here while I grab my bag. You like that, bitch? You like that? You like that, bitch? Can you taste that? That's the jellyfish of justice. It's palpable, isn't it? There are also 3 custom variants of this mod that can be found throughout the world space. How do you acquire this weapon and its sexy legendary variants, you're probably thinking in your brain muscles right at this moment? Well, this weapon mod actually comes with its own mini quest that starts as soon as your character reaches level 10 or higher, which is a fun and immersive way to acquire this beautiful submachine gun. This weapon also has a ton of attachments, so you can really change it up if you want to tickle your creative ballsack. There are 5 receivers, 5 rail sights, 3 normal sights, a flashlight, 3 stock options, and 2 muzzles, including a silencer that's made out of a pop bottle. Now that's some real MacGyver shit right there. You can polish off a 2-liter, then just tape that shit to your gun, like a very environmentally friendly hitman. I rate this mod 1 kid hate f***ing a watermelon with his mouth. I will eat you, and you will die, watermelon. This mod adds a lien field to the Commonwealth along with a small quest. The quest will start once your character reaches level 15 or higher. It has all its own custom animations, meshes, and textures, and just looks incredible in the game. Some of the ammunition required for its more unique variants can be crafted at the chemistry station, like the battery ammo and the .303 rounds. It also has a ton of customization options, which really give each variant a whole new look and feel in the game. There are 5 receivers, 6 barrels, 2 stocks, 3 sights, 2 loads, and 2 cheek pads to choose from. It also has multiple skins to choose from as well. It even has a Canadian flag skin, which really makes sense because if my Call of Duty experience has taught me anything, it's that the standard issue rifle for Canadians in World War II was the Lee Enfield. And to think, my history teacher thought I was a fucking idiot. Yeah, she used to tell me every day just before a class, she would whisper, "You're a fucking idiot, and your parents never loved you." I guess it wouldn't have hurt as much if it wasn't for the fact that I was homeschooled. Boy, oh boy, those were the days. This rifle is a truly amazing addition to Fallout 4. It feels and looks immersive, and its abundance of customization options and different animations make different combinations feel like entirely different weapons. This is definitely a must-have weapon mod in anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod 1 baseball player who thinks baseballs are gross. Ew, gross. Oh my god, it's touching me. Oh, it's touching me. Get it off, get it off, get it off. Now this mod adds an electro-laser based weapon to the Commonwealth. It gains bonus damage against robots and power armor users, as well as the ability to shut down or paralyze enemies with critical attacks. This mod kind of reminds me of a cheetah trained since birth to cripple and attack robots and power armor users. Now aside from hitting people with a long stick with a vicious robot-hating cheetah duct taped to the end of it, this weapon mod is the bumblebee's knees at beating and crippling robots. Also, it has its own custom meshes and textures and just looks amazing in the game. This mod also comes with tons of customization options, so you can change up the look and style to suit your character. There are 10 receivers, 10 barrels, 4 stocks, 8 sights, 3 bodies, a bayonet, and 8 skins to choose from. The layer is a relatively rare weapon, however if you want one to call your own, it has a chance to appear in the hands of railroad agents, synths, and vendors that sell Institute lasers, as it has been added to the respective leveled lists. However, acquiring it that way will only get you the factory skin version of the weapon. Now the factory skin is good and all, but if you really want to impress the old ladies in your water polo class, then you're gonna want something a little more fucking special. Well then this is your lucky day, because there's also a Goss weapon skin and a well-worn skin that can be found on legendary enemies. Still not happy little turtles? Well, don't fret, because you can also unlock various other amazing skins for this weapon by finding magazines that have been hidden throughout the world space. I rate this mod 2 ladies who just found out how much money they could save on their car insurance by switching to Geico. This mod adds a remake of the classic over-under shotgun known as the CARAVAN shotgun from Fallout New Vegas to the world of Fallout 4. It has all its own custom meshes and textures that make it look so good. So very, very good. Oh yes, oh you naughty bitch. Ah, oh, who's got a sexy wooden handle? You got a sexy wooden handle, don't you? Yeah, you fucking do. Oh yeah. Too far? My bad. It's just whenever I see craftsmanship like this, I get all hot and bothered. This mod also has its own custom animations to really make you feel like it walked out of New Vegas and just jumped right into Fallout 4. Its stats are almost the same as the double barrel shotgun, but the damage is 30% higher. And if you can't do the math on that, don't worry, you're not alone. I also shit my panties a little when numbers pretend to be words. The Spark Note version is the CARAVAN shotgun is beefy like a beef stew. It's so strong, in fact, it would blow the nipples off of an angry person who had big floppy nipples. But it's also balanced, so it doesn't feel overpowered. Now, you will be able to find this weapon anywhere you can find the double barrel shotgun, as it has been added to the same leveled list. Now, if you're the type of person who doesn't know where to find a double barrel shotgun because looking and walking is the kind of multitasking that gets you belly deep in a sewer drain somewhere, then don't worry, because 2 of these bad boys can be found in Bunker Hill. This shotgun does have its fair share of customization options as well, including 6 barrels, 3 stocks, 2 muzzles, 2 sights, and 3 simple paint jobs. Now this is a standalone weapon mod, so it should be compatible with most anything since it uses a script to add it to the leveled list. Now if you're the type of person that really liked Fallout New Vegas, then this is definitely a must-have mod in your playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod 1 person who likes to push on people's noses. Look, I'm squishing your nose.
Hey, stop that.
This mod adds the Swedish Automat Carbon 5 Caesar, aka the AK-5C, to the Commonwealth. This weapon mod isn't your ordinary weapon mod, no. It actually comes with its own quests to unlock different attachments and skins. Also, just to unlock the weapon itself, you'll have to finish the quest Reminiscence of a Land Far Away, in which you'll have to travel to the 3rd rail and find a note with a unique knife called Miore's knife, which can later be used as a bayonet on this weapon mod. In total, there are about 120 different customization options and attachments for this weapon, one of which is a fucking pencil bayonet. Now, you don't tie a pencil to your gun to stab people with a pencil, no. You tie a pencil to your gun to make a statement, you know, create some talking points amongst your enemies, pose some really confusing questions. Nobody looks at a person with a pencil as a bayonet and thinks to themselves, that's a well-adjusted individual right there. No. They see that pencil and they think troubling thoughts. The attachments include 8 receivers, 7 magazines, 3 barrels, 3 bayonets, 2 stocks, 5 muzzle attachments, 7 sights, 9 sight customizations, 6 zooms, 6 tapes, 6 tape colors, 5 tape materials, 5 side rail attachments, 8 laser colors, 3 bottom rail attachments, 13 weapon skins, and 13 sticker options to choose from. I think it's safe to say this is the most customizable weapon in Fallout 4, in both the vanilla game and in terms of mods added. Some of these customizations are immersive, while others are, well, just look at this magazine. I mean, I'm no expert, but this magazine doesn't really make sense biologically, okay? Put it this way. If I shaved off all the hair on my testicles, drew faces on them, and constantly referred to them as the twins, it still wouldn't be as unusual as this magazine. Now, there are 2 special versions of this weapon that can be found throughout the world as well, the Bluebird and the Special Snowflake. These weapons have their own unique looks and their very own unique animations. Now, there are also multiple weapon skins available as well that can be unlocked by finding AIKE weapon fashion magazines around the Commonwealth, and you can choose to have map markers provided or just find them naturally as you play through the game. Now, some of the weapon attachments themselves are unlocked by finding secret documents that are also spread throughout the game world and can also be added to your map via map markers, or you can just choose to find them naturally after you install this mod. This is by far one of the most immersive and strange weapon mods I've ever seen for Fallout 4. Now, if you want to acquire this amazing weapon mod then it will spawn on gunners or at vendors after completing the first quest, which is available to your character after reaching level 15 or higher. I rate this mod that face you make when the donkey you were trash talking on your internet blog tracks you down in person and threatens to eat your face. This weapon mod was ported from Skyrim by Invalid Fate. This mod includes one katana, one tanto, and for those of you who are unaware what a tanto is, it's like a really small katana used mostly for suicide. It's not the little dog that Dorothy abandons in The Wizard of Oz. Common misconception, but just not the case. This mod also includes 4 left-handed scabbard armors with and without the katana and tanto inside. This mod definitely makes you feel like a samurai or a ninja when you use it. Now, speaking of ninjas, there was a time in my life when I wanted nothing more than to be a ninja. I used to sneak up on people when they least expected it and tried to stick my dick right in their ear. At first, I was terrible and couldn't even get within 100 meters before some lady started screaming, "That guy ear's got a stick out!" But now I'm just so sneaky that even someone wearing headphones isn't safe for my penis. Little off topic there, my bad. Now, where were we? Oh yes, this mod looks and feels realistic in the game. It doesn't have a lot in terms of customization, but what it lacks for in variety, it makes up for in quality. The meshes and textures make this katana jump through the screen in a way that I could only describe as terrifying. Now, if you want to acquire this weapon, you're gonna have to use the console commands, as Invalid Fate didn't add a more lore-friendly way of acquiring this weapon just yet. I rate this mod 1 picture of my ex-girlfriend. She was a real bitch. She just broke up with me randomly on this super windy day. She just flew off, never to be seen again. Now this mod adds the PTRS-41, the Type 76 Chinese anti-power armor rifle, the QBU 7620 Black Shark, and the old school can opener to the Commonwealth. Now these weapons are just so big and powerful that just pointing one at your enemy will cause them emotional damage that even years of therapy won't be able to fix. It's a good thing these rifles look good too, because their size take up a lot of the screen in first person. But that's okay. It really is okay, because it just looks so good, I could lick it, and I have. I've been places and done things I'm not 100% proud of. Now the sheer size of these weapons really make you feel like you're handling a big boy gun. Even the bullets on this gun look fucking humongous. I mean, look at those. Wow, Jesus. The size and power is great, because before this mod, there really wasn't a sniper rifle in Fallout 4 that looked and felt overly powerful in the game. With this weapon installed, you'll feel like you have a rifle powerful enough to kill a small planet. Yes, it does feel that powerful. Now all the weapons added have custom meshes and textures, which makes them pop out on your screen and say, "Hey, what's up? I'm a super sexy rifle. Would you like to hold me? Huh?" To which you would reply with, "Most definitely I would. Come here, you." "Oh, yes. Oh, it feels so nice on my hands and arms." Now, these rifles all have an incredible amount of customization options as well, so you can really turn any of these rifles into just about anything you want in the game. Now, there are 12 receivers, 16 barrels, 5 magazines, 8 stocks, 7 muzzles, 11 accessories, 12 scopes, and 22 different ammo types, which, in case you are wondering, is a lot of fucking ammo types. If you want to acquire any one of these weapons, all of them, as well as the ammo, have been integrated into the level list and will spawn on gunners and raider bosses, and also at weapon vendors. Now, on the off chance you don't want to fight tough bosses with big boy guns, then you can also craft all of these weapons at the chemistry station under their own unique tab. I rate this mod 1 super rare photo of a giant walking banana. I know, I couldn't believe it either. I thought they were all extinct. Now this mod adds a powerful single-shot makeshift anti-material rifle to the Wasteland, with various crafting options to choose from. Now don't let its appearance fool you. It may look like it's about to fall to pieces, but I can assure you it's not. Fact is, it really packs a punch. Now if you shoot a Smurf right in the face with this rifle, that Smurf will be dead as f***. Yep. So you know it's top tier. Now the anti-material rifle was designed by gunners due to the demand of a high caliber rifle to combat the higher Brotherhood of Steel presence in the Commonwealth. It has all new custom meshes, textures, and sounds that really bring this weapon to life in the game. And boy oh boy, does this gun sound powerful. I mean, every single time I pull the trigger, I feel like I just made an elderly lady cry for no reason, because it's just that loud and aggressive. So it might only be one shot, but but that one shot is sure to scare the bananas off of anything nearby. This anti-material rifle has a bunch of customization options as well, so you can really mold it to your particular playstyle. It has 8 receivers, 4 barrels, 6 sights, 4 stocks, 4 muzzles, and 4 wrap colors. It also has 4 legendary variants called Blue, Big Pipe, Morning Breath, and Bread and Butter. Now if you want to acquire this beauty, you can find it on high-level gunners once you reach level 15 or higher, as it has been added to the respective level list. And if you can't be bothered fighting peeps, then you can also buy this weapon from Cleo and Goodneighbor. Now all of the legendary variants have been hidden throughout the world space, so you can leave it a mystery and actually try to find them yourself organically as you play through the game, or you can check the mod author's page on the Nexus to find out their locations on the map. I rate this mod one magic trick that went horribly, horribly wrong. I'm just kidding, it's not real fire. Shit! It really is real fire! It burns! This mod adds the classic plasma gun from Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 into Fallout 4. Now you guys smell that? It might be nostalgia, no wait. Nope, false alarm. It's just my keyboard, which oddly smells like crackers and jizz. Which begs the question, who the fuck's been in here eating crackers? Anyways, this weapon looks incredible, with custom meshes and textures that make this gun really stand out in the game. The mod author did an unbelievable job bringing this gun back from the early Fallout games. Now, it still embodies the design showcased in the earlier games, but at the same time fits the lore and aesthetic of Fallout 4 perfectly, with the upgraded meshes and textures that just look wonderful in the game. Now, this weapon has a fair amount of customizations, including 2 stocks, 3 receiver upgrades, 4 lower attachments, 3 sights, and 3 muzzles to choose from. Now, if you want to acquire this plasma shooter, then you can find it on dead enemies and living vendors, as it has been added to the respective level list. There is also a unique golden version of this weapon that can be found in a safe in the Ticker Tape Lounge next door to the Mass Bay Medical Center. Now, this is an incredible mod that brings a classic weapon back to life in Fallout in a very original way. I rate this mod one photo of when your crazy uncle wants to prove a point, so you just let him. Okay, Gary, I get it! Your axe is really sharp. Now, this mod adds the service rifle based on the legendary M16 platform and 6 unique weapons from Fallout New Vegas to Fallout 4. This weapon has all custom meshes and textures and just looks flawless in the game. This is by far one of the nicest weapon mods ever made for Fallout 4. The mod author did an amazing job recreating the service rifle and its unique variants for people to use in the Commonwealth, in ways that stay true to their original designs, but upgrades them visually in ways that bring tears to my nipples. Sometimes I cry for my nipples, okay? When I see a really nice weapon mod. It's not weird, trust me. My therapist wouldn't lie to me, would you? Would you, therapist? Would you? Would I strip down into my tidy whities and grope these weapon mods in socially unacceptable ways? Yes. Yes, I would. I most definitely would. And I have. This mod also has a ton of customization options to really change it up in the game, so you can give it its own unique look and feel. You can change up the upper and lower receivers to make a type of weapon that doesn't even exist. Or you can match them up to recreate 3 different types of real-world rifles in the game. There are multiple scopes, barrels, magazines, stocks, and muzzles to choose from. This weapon mod gives you all the tools you need to really make your dream rifle in the game. Now, if you want to acquire this weapon, it will start to appear in the world at level 10 or higher, at vendors, raiders, on gunners, and Nuka World raiders, as it has been added to the respective level lists. Now, there are 6 unique variants of this weapon that can be found throughout the world space. There is the Accelerator, the All-American, the Survivalist Rifle, the Patriot, the Lovemaker, and Adam's Glory. This is a must-have mod in anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4, not just for those who love Fallout New Vegas, but also those who just love quality mods. This mod is an absolute delight. I rate this mod 2 people who will likely do anything for a few more followers on Instagram.
What happened to that girl Sarah you were seeing?
Yeah, I dropped her from the stratosphere by accident. She's dead now. Now, some of you might be wondering, what's so good about a 10mm SMG? Well, firstly, it's 9mm better than a 1mm SMG. That's for goddamn certain. Need I go on? Now, if you showed up to a gunfight with a 1mm SMG, and another guy whipped out a 10mm SMG, you'd likely shit in your shorts, because that guy's got 10 times the millimeters you got, which, if my grade 3 math serves me correctly, means you're fucked. Obviously, this mod adds the 10mm SMG to Fallout 4, which was a very popular SMG from previous Fallout games, including, yep, you guessed it, Fallout New Vegas. Now, it has some wicked awesome customization options that are sure to rub your belly button hole. There are 12 receivers, 3 stocks, 6 magazines, 9 scopes, 3 barrel attachments, and 2 materials to choose from. Note that it does require the Nuka World DLC for the animations to work properly, but it's definitely worth it. This SMG looks good, feels authentic, and does a great job reintroducing the 10mm SMG back into the Fallout universe. Now, if you want to acquire an SMG just like this one, then you can find it on raiders, gunners, and at vendors at or above level 6, as it has been added to the respective level lists. This weapon mod is sure to be a great addition to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod that moment the monkey gets a hold of the bicycle.
Oh god, no! What have I done? Run! Save yourself!
Now, this might very well be the best looking gun I've ever seen. Not just in Fallout, but like ever. This shotgun looks so nice, it makes me want to pat it in a rocking chair like a lifeless cat on a Sunday afternoon after an episode of Murder, She Wrote. This is the type of weapon that Smeagol would run off into the woods with and you'd never see him again. Now, the detail that went into this shotgun is incredible. It even shows the shotgun cartridge in the gun when you look down the barrel of the weapon, which is like icing on the cake. Although you should never look directly down the barrel of a gun, or at least that's what the guy at the gun store keeps telling me, but what the f***'s that guy know, right? Am I right? This gun is a perfect solution to any altercation, even if your enemy knows martial arts.
Yeah, motherfucker, I know karate. Whatcha? I regret nothing. In retrospect, I definitely overplayed my cards.
Yeah, you did. Now, this mod adds a standalone, modular, sawn-off, double-barreled, adjective-rich shotgun to Fallout 4. Now, this gun has a few different customization options, including short and long stocks, 6 receiver mods, 7 ammo types, multiple zoom customization, and 2 muzzles, including a suppressor. There are also custom sounds for both the loud and silence variants of the gun. It even comes with its own backstory to solidify its immersion in the game. Now, if you want to acquire this sexy shotgun, then you'll have to search around Concord, as it can be found in a hidden cellar in that town. Or, if you don't want to look around and you're lazy as shit, you can just use the console commands like me. I rate this mod 1 photo of a one-sided relationship. Shut your face, this doesn't concern you. I know what you're thinking. Could you fit this up your bum and smuggle it into a foreign country, you ask? Well, the answer is probably not, unless you got a really loose butthole, because this thing's got a ton of moving parts and it's pretty big. This adds the iconic long-range weapon of the Fallout series to the Commonwealth. That's right, this bitch is back, baby! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! This gun has custom a lot of things. It has custom animations, custom sounds, new meshes, and more. Fret not, modders, because this gun is also compatible with combat scopes and holstered weapons, so you can wear that son of a bitch on your body. There are a ton of customization options for this gun, including 9 scopes, 6 receivers, 5 barrels, 4 stocks, 4 muzzles, 6 magazines, and a few different paint schemes. This mod has been added to the vendor leveled list, so you can buy it off vendors in the game. It has also been added to the raider and gunners leveled list, so you can find it on those pussies after you kill them. There are also 4 legendary versions of the rifle that can be found throughout the world, which gives me the kind of boner I can't hide in the waistband of my pants. I rate this mod 1 sea lion with sick f***ing dance moves. That sea lion is as smooth as a baby's butt crack. Here we have the HK-G11K2, which if I had to guess is a briefcase that fell in toxic goo and gained superpowers. Nope, wrong again. Apparently it's a weapon from Fallout 2. Now this is an excellent mod with custom meshes and textures and animations, sprinkled with some nostalgia jelly for those hardcore Fallout fans to really lube up their Fallout experience. The weapon itself looks incredible in the game with a unique yet simplistic design that stands out but also feels extremely realistic. Now reloading this weapon and twisting that little crank makes me want to stop what I'm doing and massage my ball bag. It's just that awesome. This weapon has a decent amount of customization options to really give it your own unique spin in the game. It's got 4 receivers, 3 barrels, 3 sights, 5 rails, 9 muzzle attachments, 12 patches, 9 weapon skins, multiple zoom options, and some damage modifiers to choose from. Now if you want to acquire this weapon, you can get it by completing 2 short quests. The quests start once your character reaches level 15 or higher. Now I don't want to spoil things for you guys, but there is a unique variant of this weapon in the game with some very unique clothing that's pretty insane to say the least. So be sure to get out there and find Ricardo's stuff once you have this mod installed. You will not regret it. This is an excellent mod that adds a Fallout classic back into the game, but in a way that makes it truly stand out on its own. I rate this mod 1 verbally abusive kitty cat.
Okay, man. Say it, don't spray it. I'll stop biting your tail, for real this time.
Thanks again for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to bitch slap that subscribe button like it's 3 weeks behind on your rent. Bitch!
Where's the money, bitch? Where's the money?
Where is it? Also, go ahead and hit that bell icon too, because apparently YouTube thought there should be extra steps. Why not, right?
I'd like to subscribe, but first I have to click this and this and do this. Oh, it needs an email. All right, and this. Okay. Just tell me when he's uploading.
Once you do all that, if you're lucky, at the stroke of midnight, a tiny little average Bader's fairy might come and tickle your butthole.
I hope to see you all again next time, and remember to keep on average baiting, baby.